Help, I'm scared. All right, this one's titled, I'm going to lose my Section 8 housing in 2 years because everybody voted for Donald Trump. I love this Section 8 stuff.
In 2 years, I'm going to lose my housing. All because the guidelines for Section 8 have changed since you know who got into office. I have to depend on the government to help pave my way.
Are you serious? Get a fucking job.
I'm not laughing at what he said. I'm laughing at this setup. The Make America Great Again hat with the American flag in the background. That's the ultimate combo, dude. God damn, brother. I pledge allegiance to the flag.
They're saying that if you have a child that is school aged, meaning if you don't have to stay home with your child, you have to be able to obtain employment, have a full-time job, and you cannot be on Section 8 past 2 years.
The fact that people don't want to better themselves is just ridiculous. Your child doesn't need you at home at all times anymore. If you're going to let your 2 years expire without going to get a fucking job, that is your problem. You want to be stuck on goddamn EBT for the rest of your life? Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Actually, there's a lot of people that they do. They really do. We didn't really go in depth with this. I was on a previous episode. I don't really talk about this, but since the cat's out of the bag, technically I have a condition that I don't even take care of. The condition I have is called common variable immunodeficiency. Okay, there you go. I had to make a wish when I was 17. You know what that is? If you don't, whatever. Basically, if you die, you get one of these. If you're about to die, you get one of these. So technically, with this condition, I could be on disability for the rest of my life. EBT, the whole nine. Forever. And the truth is there's a lot of people that would do it. They would do it. I get where he's coming from. I'd rather figure out how to make more money and not worry about the government. I never had EBT. Thank God. I've never had to. But I'm just saying, a lot of people actually would just do that. That's the funniest part. I think about that. I go, how many people, if they had what I had, how many people would milk the fuck out of that and just not even try? I don't even have health insurance. Technically, I'm supposed to be getting some kind of expensive dose every 2 months. And they said if I didn't take it, I would die. It's been 10 years. I'm not dead. You know what I mean? But that's something a lot of people would use as some kind of a handicap or a crutch. Maybe I can get handicap parking. We got to look into that. I'm just kidding. Anyways. And I didn't vote, so you can't blame this shit on me.
The government is pretty much your baby daddy.
No.
You know? You know you're going to get that check every single month. You know it's going to hit every single month, so you don't have to stress about it.
This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
This is what we are all talking about.
Now, you know what I'm talking about? This is something I want to point out real fast. Just in case you're just watching in your car, something that I always notice. This is always kind of one of the same things over and over again. You see the giant hand tattoo? We call that a job stopper. Maybe not nowadays, but for the most part, anybody, when you got a hand tattoo like that, you're committed. Like, that's next level. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. It's body art. Okay. No. How about that? But it's always, my point is it's always some kind of like neck tattoos, chest right here. Like a chest tattoo on a man, no big deal. But on a woman, it's always like, it's a little rough. You know what I mean? Like, no offense to the ladies. I just wanted to point that out with the tattoos and stuff. You know, it's kind of like, is it fuck society, or are you going to play along? That's kind of where I'm getting at. You know, people with tattoos like that. Just throwing it out there. All right, the comment section's probably going to be the same as always. Free ride is over, loser. I'm just kidding. They then obtain employment. It's assistance, not a lifestyle. But that's what I'm saying. I think a lot of people do that. It's real. It's all too real. And I love talking about it. I think it's a good time. This one goes, I was on Section 8 for 6 years after I got divorced. Went back to college, got a degree, and a good job. Now I'm on my own. That's how it's supposed to work. Yeah, that makes sense. You never hear that, you know? You never hear that kind of a comeback story, you know? Americans love a good comeback story.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. They love, you know, that it's a classic. I had nothing. Parents, poor, poverty. My uncle was gay. The whole nine. It's the same story every time. But people like that, right?
We like rooting for the underdog.
Exactly. It wasn't like that for me. I had 2 parents who loved me, grew up in a townhome, middle class. I had a bowl cut, and, you know, never had issue with money until I was older, until I was 19, 20. That's when my parents lost everything. But I had every advantage in the world, you know, and I still made it. My parents are dead. All right, here we go. You have 2 years to get ready. Yeah, that's the best, though. She's bitching about it now, but that's where I'm getting at. A lot of people have no intention. Remember the hand tattoo, okay? I'm not making fun of her hand tattoo. I'm just saying there's a certain kind of person out there. They're not playing ball. People get neck tattoos, face-to-face tattoos. They're definitely not playing ball. But I don't know why I keep bringing up the hand tattoo. But this is right here. This Section 8 for 6 years, went to college, got a degree, home on my own now. Right? That's how it's supposed to work. I don't think most people are using it for that, honestly. Nestor, look this up before we'll couple more comments. But what is the average? How long does the average person stay on Section 8? See if you can find that information. I want to end on that note. I wouldn't doubt it if it's an absurdly long amount of time. I mean, you hear about people passing it down from generation to generation, like a mom's about to die, leaves the voucher to her daughter. That's a real thing. She could take a government-funded... Okay. She's already taking government-funded stuff. Just take more of it. They absolutely are serious. I saw this woman bitching on here because she gets $2K a month in food stamps in the past 7 years. Now is expected to do 15 hours a week of community service or lose her benefits. Community service. Do 15 hours a week for a job. At least make some money. Those programs are meant for you to get on your feet. All right. You got any info? Or
It says 5.8 years is the average, according to Google.
5.8 years?
Yeah.
Damn.
With the median of 3 years.
Okay. So 3 years is like average. That's not bad, though. That's not bad at all. All right, last comment. I was a single mom putting myself through college full time. This is the classic story, though, you know. Had 2 kids in daycare, worked full time as a server at Chili's, had a 2-bedroom apartment. All my bills and rent were paid on time. Never once been on Section 8. First of all, I wouldn't even know how to get on Section 8 if I wanted to. I did this with my dad to get him... into a nursing home, in a government nursing home, but he had dementia, and that was a nightmare. That took almost 2 years to pull that off, and he had a serious problem. It was dire. Like I had to call family services to come to my house. I mean, talking investigations went down. Like I feel like it takes a tremendous amount of. There's some level of weird effort that goes into...
It would be easier to get a job.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like it would be harder... And I hate bringing up the fact that I could be on disability. I don't mean to sound like that. I'm just saying... I feel like it would be more difficult for me to go and try and go that route, even though I can, than to just hustle and grind.
Yeah.
And bustle. Kurt Russell. from downtown. Anyway, Section 8. I love talking about it. You guys leave your thoughts. And, I honestly think we should give them, personally, just me, I think we should be giving them more. Honestly. I think any single mother on Section 8 should be driving a BMW. 3-bedroom house with a pool. If they don't have a pool, that is not quality of life. And a 2-car garage, minimum.
Yep.
That's just me personally. And at least one, bare minimum, one European vacation a year. That's just me, though. But unfortunately, I don't write the rules. And I didn't vote for Trump. So maybe if I, voted for the other guy, you would get all those things I just said. Hell of a talk.